Yo everybody, it's me again, Aiden, bringing you another video. Um, this is the fifth part, I believe, of our guide series, our playthrough full commentary series, um, with Chris himself.
Hey guys, what's up?
And this is day 4 now, and just for small clarification, this is a dual commentary where we play the game Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on the hardest difficulty, which is Ultimate Ninja. And what we do is we switch between our gameplays every episode. So we start, for example, with my gameplay, and then we switch to Chris's gameplay in the next video. So if you don't get confused by it, Chris plays on the English voices, and I play on the Japanese voices. So, without taking much away, the video is up at your point.
Yep, all ready to go.
All right. I'm starting the video now.
Sweet.
So, this is now day 4 of out of the 8 days, and we are pretty much, you could say, at the middle of the game.
Yeah, definitely. This day's kind of long, to be honest. I don't mind this day, but there are a few tough fights, but nothing too difficult in my opinion, so it's pretty fun.
I see you playing with that red costume.
Yes, this is my lucky costume. I love using it, so I don't know, it just looks cool, so I like it a lot.
So you use the Kusarigama here. That is a pretty interesting choice.
Yeah, so pretty much in this first fight, mainly you want to alternate between like taking out these jetpack guys because their gunfire is really annoying. But you can use, like I'm using here, the level 0 UT, and just if you delimb someone, you can chain steel and bones is a really good strat here. But always like get rid of these rocket guys first is the safest thing you can do.
So you pretty much are doing like the triangle into level 0 UT attack, I see.
Yeah, pretty much. It delimbs these noobs a lot of the time, so it's a good choice here. And you'll notice like after you kill a certain number of enemies, there'll be 2 helicopters. So as soon as the first one spawns, get rid of it ASAP because the rockets can give you a lot of damage. And also like you'll see this arena, it's kind of like curved, so try and stick to the opposite side the helicopter is. The rockets will have less chance hitting you, if that makes sense.
Let us know in the comments if you know what kind of a stage this is, because this is a throwback stage, and we want to see who is like a Ninja Gaiden head, and just let us know what kind of this stage is.
Yes, it's a trip down memory lane is a clue there, but you'll know. All right. So yeah, that first fight, it's a bit tricky. The next one's, I would say, even trickier because you'll get these annoying claw ninjas and these green ninjas. So here I baited using meditation, and that will usually give you a steel and bone attack, but otherwise here I'm just pretty much using the void in the corners and my favorite move here, as you guys know.
We are again and going down trip memory lane. So again, let us know in the comments if you know what this is. I gave already the clue pretty much. It's another memory lane. We go down here. But I feel like in this encounter, like you can see like there's a lot of ninjas here, so like they can swarm you, I feel like, pretty quickly, and they even have like ranged weapons, so they will like shoot bows at you from the distance.
Yeah. I would say try and get rid of the claw ninjas ASAP. Like use the void on them because they're really dangerous if they catch you in a combo. The green ones aren't too bad, but yeah, definitely use the 360 in that fight there.
Mhm. Yeah, this was
And
we are like now back to day one. This is the first commentary we are making.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think with the region, I just wanted to show you guys a safe strat. So I'm using square, square, triangle with the cursor. So just wait until he finishes an attack, and you can use this move. Just be careful of his fists, because sometimes he'll do like two of those. So just be really patient against the regent.
Did you use the Kusa on day one as well?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You could, yeah, I mean, you could go all out with the 360, which I'll show you guys. I did that on day 7, but I think for beginners, this is a better strat.
and if you guys are wondering, every single time he's pretty much glowing, like having the like that jump attack there he does, or like his grab attack he does. Don't try to do anything funny with him. You know, just wait till he like finish that those animations. So stay away from him because those are, if I'm not mistaken, almost an instant kill. Like especially like how much health Chris now has, like that will probably insta kill him. So
Yeah,
be careful when he does like those grab attacks, like because he is very grab friendly, especially like in these days. And on day 7, he is more, you could say, range based,
Mm,
but especially like here, he is very grab friendly. So don't do anything like
yeah,
funny.
yeah. I think just patience is key against him. Like, don't spam attacks because you'll get nowhere if you do that. So just keep cool.
So yeah,
Um,
after that fight, boss fight, you will have these 4 ghosts that you took care of right now.
yeah. So use the Lunar UT, and also in this room, if you jump to this spot here, there'll always be a ghost that spawns. So always open up with a UT. And this whole room, you can just use the Lunar. I find is really good because I mentioned in day 3, it like Ryu will track or like jump to another enemy with the UT, which is really handy.
Yeah, I I kind of was a little bit disappointed that we didn't have like a second UT, you know. And Ninja Gaiden 2, you had like 2 UTs you could do, but I feel like they kind of combined them here to one. That's probably the reason why he like tracks to the next enemy. But like you can see, Chris has his Lunar Staff at level 1, and it still like does a lot of damage and is pretty much a monster, like killing the ghosts and like the mercenaries without ease.
Yeah, it's really good for crowd control too. But yeah, with this fight as well, I forgot to mention, just be careful. There'll be about 5 rocket guys that spawn on the balcony, so try to shift your camera to see when they spawn and always, make them a priority to get rid of.
I think you got clipped there when you tried to like jump out of the way from the ghost, like the rocket guy hit you there.
Yeah, 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 it happens sometimes. Now, this bridge fight, it's a bit tough, but yeah, same thing. You always want to prioritize the rocket guys and jetpack guys whenever they come in. And when they're gone, you can sort of alternate between the guys on the ground, if that makes sense.
Just be careful because later down the line there will be a grounded rocket launcher person spawning, and it will shoot like most of the time from the other side.
Yeah,
Like there you
that's
can
right.
see like I think there's only like 2 or 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think there's three. So, and Ryu will always like automatically aim for them if there's no jetpack guys. So, yeah, like in day three, just listen out for their yell if you can as well.
Yeah, this is also like a brutal fight, I would say, because the ghosts are very annoying, I feel like, in this encounter.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many like different enemy types here, so it's quite a long fight. I think this guy was a yeah. I was trying to bait a Steel on Bones, so I think I mentioned in my Ayane day, if you like dash and then you jump over a delimbed enemy, then they'll do their Steel on Bone like that. So it's pretty much guaranteed you won't get grabbed or anything.
It's also kind of funny that the enemies can get hit by that electrical shield there.
Yeah, yeah, they get fried.
Yeah, sometimes I use the guillotine throw just to throw them in there.
Yeah, yeah, it is fun to do. Um, but yeah, you could use. I know I used the scythe there. You could use the lunar as well, but I think scythe's a pretty good choice in that fight.
Yeah.
And now that once you get in the facility, like you won't have as much room to maneuver, so there'll be a lot of like hallway fights and things like that. So here I pretty much just abuse the Kusa UT because it's, you know, the enemies will just come to you and you can just pretty much one shot them with this.
Yeah. Especially like against those assassins, they are like they they have a little bit more health than the terrorists, but they still like I feel like the problem with the assassins is they have so many grabs that don't have like SOB properties, and most of the time they will do those to catch you off guard. And just to spare you the trouble, don't try to get hit by them.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, like if you want to be extra careful like I am, you can always do a wind path or I don't wind path or wind run onto their head, and you can also charge a UT as soon as you land. Is pretty safe.
And then you will have like these two assassins and a rocket launcher person. And then after
Yeah,
this, you go to this zombie room, or I call them like kind of zombies.
yeah, they
Yeah.
are pretty much. But they're pretty slow, but they have this annoying like tackle if they get close to you. So
Ah,
just be
yeah.
careful and yeah, I would just abuse the 360 just to one shot them here quickly. Um, I'm gonna do something risky in this room. So against all the mutants, I'll use the Kusa UT here. So pretty much I'll just make some distance and charge it. But I would
Mm.
only recommend this strat if you're like really familiar with their move set because it's very risky this strat, but I like using it.
Yeah, I thought you would go with the scythe here because, since the scythe is like the safer strat here, so it's interesting because I normally use like either the dual swords here or the scythe because I don't want to put I don't want to risk it, especially against the brutes with their grabs.
Yeah, definitely. Um, so that's really good here. Yeah, like you said, it's pretty much safe. But if you want, try this Kusa strat. It's if you learn like their moves, you know like when to release it. So it's quite fast, which you know that's what we do.
And normally, I think in any percent, like you have to kill all the enemies to um, get to the next section. the moment you hear like in the story that the woman starts talking, you can, if you want to, ignore the enemies or just move out of the way, and then like the floor will disappear and you go to the next stage.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, just be careful in this fight. There will be a Reaper or like I call him the spider guy that will spawn. So yeah, I noticed like his laser comes at like the worst time. So always just be careful when he spawns in.
So
And here, if you just
yep.
yeah, that's it. So I just like I showed. I think this is the first time the spider spawns. I believe in the story, maybe, but. Yeah, if you just like hold triangle right when you crack his shell, he'll do like a red attack and then you can just release the UT and one-shot him.
Yeah. Especially in later in the story, there will be like two of those crabs, or sometimes they will even like have like a lot of like mobs that will fight you, but they are like laying back and shooting their lasers, or even sometimes when they are on the ground throw their scythes at you. So just make sure to keep your eyes on them, because I think from like all the bigger sized enemies, I would say this is like the most dangerous.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes I find it's just best to like leave them last in the air, then you kill them last. But depends how risky you feel. I think leaving them in the air is probably a little bit easier than when they're on the ground.
So now we're at the test of Valor here. I see you're using your fully upgrades here this time around, not like in Ayane.
Yeah, that's right. Went back on chapter challenge. So, I mean, you can do these trial of valors without the upgrades, but I think to save your hair follicles and sanity, just do it when you got the upgrades.
Yeah, don't be me where you will feel like you're becoming bald slowly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like another throwback arena, pretty much. But yeah, there's lots of space, so pretty much I'm just using the scythe here, but just be careful of these tack ninjas, especially they grab.
I saw you were using the Kusa earlier, and I assume you wanted to do like the UT strat there.
Yeah, pretty much. So I wanted to like just open up with the Kusa UT, but then switch to the scythe. So it's just like more like an opening move, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, the tech ninjas are super tedious because compared to like the regular ninjas, they have, I feel like, more armor or something, or more health, so they take longer, for example, to deal them in
Yeah.
in the story and so on. I think even like generally like they are very like heavy tanky, so just be
Yeah.
careful with those enemies.
Yeah, definitely. Um, but yeah, like similar to day three, like just use the scythe against these Van Gelfs, and sometimes like usually like one will hang back. So I'd recommend get the Van Gelfs down first always, and then focus on the other enemies.
Yeah, I still hate those Gavangels, man. They ruined my
Yeah,
life when I was doing the day 3 test of Valor with no upgrades.
yeah, they are. They're just like so aggressive and what's the word? Like they sometimes it's hard to stun them, so they
Yeah,
are very annoying.
yeah, they are very durable. I think
Exactly. Yeah.
that's the word you were looking for, durable.
Yeah, that's it. Nice.
And now we come pretty much to the best enemies, which are the dogs. I'm just joking.
Yeah. Luckily, they're not like as bad as the Sigma 2 dogs, but they're still
Yeah.
pretty annoying.
Yeah, if they had now IS shurikens and so on, then oh boy.
Definitely, yeah. But pretty much, if there are dogs, just get rid of them first, I would say, and then with the alchemist, I switched to the lunar. But I don't think I realized there was more dogs here, so I think I switched a bit too early here. But yeah, just doing the level 1 UT against the alchemist is my strat here.
Did you switch back to the scythe or did you just like stick with the Luna staff here?
I think I stick with it, I'm pretty sure, but we'll see. Yeah, I think I just stick with it.
Yeah. I don't know how many there are. I think there are like 15 or so dogs there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's also a lot
Um,
of alchemists here, so they can be super
yeah, and
annoying.
definitely, yeah. And these are the white alchemists, so they're a bit like tankier compared to the black ones.
Oh boy, I can't wait when we get to the sword alchemists.
Yeah, they're even worse.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, if you guys are really hardcore, you know, this is the UN 10 arena, and that trial is kind of nuts.
Oh, please don't. I'm already getting PTSD again.
Yeah, it's crazy that trial. But if you pass it though, like respect plus plus, in my opinion.
Yeah. It seems like literally only a few people were able to beat that trial, so I'm still surprised
Yeah,
because it's so
yeah.
brutal. Especially, I could say now PlayStation 3 was harder because with the co-op thing. But even on
Mm,
Master Collection, I feel like this is like a test of patience
yeah.
since you have 15 bosses and those bosses also have minions and the combinations are also very very horrific. So
Yeah, it's so brutal, but I mean, passing it for the first time was a good feeling, I will admit.
yeah. I remember it took me, I think, an entire year just to do it once. Like, complete it for the first time. I had to take an entire year, and the fact was, it was already like getting on my nerves. And then I took like a year
Yeah.
break or so, and then I came back, and I think like on my third try or so, I was able to get this, and I'm like, why so long? Why?
Yeah, it was worth it though, because I think, like you said, I think last time I checked on the leaderboards, there was like 50 people that beat it on PlayStation. So yeah, I mean, if you beat it, you'll automatically go on the top 100. So I'd say give it a crack if you can.
Okay. I see how you were like doing the platform thing then to skip the enemies.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can also, once you hit this doorway, you can actually go back to the save point, which is something I discovered. So you can always get your health back, even if you skip the enemies.
That's okay. I never knew that. That's super interesting.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, pretty much like these fights, I'll use the Kusa UT. So just make distance, do an on landing UT, and then it will pretty much melt the mutants and the zombie guys really easily.
Yeah, I feel like this is also whoa. What happened with that brute there?
No, I don't know.
He was
Something
stuck
weird.
behind that. He was stuck behind that glass of wall, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I was
Um,
saying was, yeah, this is like another like a difficult gauntlet because those zombie guys transform into like the brutes and so on.
yeah. Yeah, I think it's I still don't know like when they transform, but I think there's like a certain number. So yeah, just always like in this bit, just watch the ground and see which ones transform.
I think they have like when you the delimb those, they normally have like a specific timer before they start transforming. That's something I discovered like in this fight, what you're doing right now with the brutes and the things. If you kill like the zombies real quick and the brutes at the same time, you can skip this fight super fast, like
Yeah,
so you don't have to wait like till all the other enemies transform. Like I feel like it's super luck based, I would say, to get that, because sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't.
yeah,
But yeah, that was
yeah. It
something.
depends
Yeah.
if the game likes you that day, it will it might behave for you.
It looks at your naughty list, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, this next fight it's quite long. But I would say in this fight just be really careful at the start because there'll be some rocket guys that spawn, I believe, um, like that guy. So and because it's such a small area, you have to be really careful. Like I got hit there, so get
you
them out the way.
you also have ghosts here, like they can also be like super annoying, especially since the arena is so small.
Yeah, yeah. It's a tough one, this, but yeah, you can use my trick here. So the steel on bone trick. So if they're delimbed, just jump over their head, then dash when you hit the ground and hit triangle. You'll always get their steel on bone. So I think I'll do it like another one here. So jump,
Uh,
slide, triangle. Yeah, that one didn't connect, but
okay, now you have to deal with the alchemists here. Like this is more of a wave base, I would say. Like this fight here is more like structured like a wave thing, because you fight against like the mercenaries and then you fight against the alchemists, and then I think after this another fight will come up, and um and then you go like through a hallway. So this is like really wave based, like this encounter.
yeah, it's quite a long one. So be careful here. There'll be two reapers that spawn after these alchemists. So if you can try and build up your Nimpo and save it for the reapers when they spawn.
And again, like Chris is using the lunar staff to use the level 1 UT attack strategy, which is the safest way to deal with these alchemists. I don't know if there is another way you could, like another safer strat, because all the other ones are like very risky.
Mm, yeah, I think there is a player I know who made a really good guy, Yanaji. You could also use the sword, like you can once you break their shield, you can do like a forward is unit drop, but I think it's a bit more complicated. But yeah, probably just stick with this Luna UT is the easiest.
Yeah. And I see you are
And
using a lot of steel on bone baiting here.
yeah, so I was trying to like chain it, but sometimes it doesn't really work if they put their shield up quickly. So you could also try that.
And then okay, you switch back to the side.
Yep. So now you'll have some more like noobs that spawn, and any second the Reapers will come in. So it can get a bit crazy here. So I just like to shoot both of them down, and then you can unleash the Nimpo and hopefully get one of them.
Oh, that was
But
lucky that he went right
yeah,
there.
Yeah, the game was nice to me there, but sometimes the Nimpo will like kill them, so that's why I like to save it here.
And there will be also rocket launcher guys, as I saw in this fight. So you have the Reapers, you have the mercenaries, and then you have the rocket launchers, like, to deal with this.
Yeah, it's a really long fight. And then here, if these noobs are delimbed, you can always try and chain it to the Reaper like I did here. And it will one-shot kill him like that.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. That's a way easy strat to do. I
Yeah,
recommend, if you have one of those mercenaries still alive, then use those DLM guys to get like a decapitated Reaper.
yeah. And you saw there when those doors open, there was a rocket guy that spawned. So be careful because you don't want to die there and have to restart the whole fight again. I feel like they put him there to like troll you. It's like,
Yeah.
no, you're not done yet.
And then now we are again in another nightmare sequence. I feel like almost every chapter had one. I think, I don't know, maybe only day 6
Yeah,
didn't have day 6 didn't have a nightmare sequence, and day 1, I think. Other than that, every other chapter had like at least one of those nightmares moments.
yeah, yeah. I think you're right. Just day 6 and 1, but yeah, I mean, you guys know in these nightmare sequences, like it's steel and bone galore, so you can just do that with whatever weapon you want. So Scythe's good because you can have long reach, or the Kuss is good. Pretty much any weapon except the Luna, I would say, is good for these nightmare sequences.
I think they even have less health here, so you can like kill them quickly to get your health back.
Yeah, seems like it, but yeah, I like those sequences. They're kind of fun. And now there's some chill time, I call it, because you carry little Kana for a little bit.
Mm. Yeah, this is a story thing, and the chapter challenge, you don't have to do that. I think you automatically go to a boss and have to fight some tech ninjas on the way. But here, like,
Yeah,
they have like a bit more downtime. But it's also kind of short because after you've done this section, you are literally at the boss.
yeah. And there is some, yeah, some button mashing here, which is it's pretty fun. I learned I always mention in my streams, like I learned button mashing from Metal Gear Solid 2. I got good at it from that.
Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 2, good memories.
Yeah, good game. But yeah, now this next boss, I believe I'll use the Kusa, but it's not too bad. You'll see there's different forms it will have, but yeah, again, like just be patient with this boss and I'll break it down for you guys.
Oh, you're using the
So,
dragon sword, it seems like, not the Kusa.
yes. So this strat I'm using, it's square triangle, and then when you land, you hold triangle, and then when she glows red, you release it, and you'll get a steel and bone, pretty much. So it's
Ah,
a pretty safe strat, yeah.
okay, this looks very similar to what I use.
Yeah. And I believe you can do this on the level 1 sword, so it's pretty safe. So yeah, square triangle, hold triangle, and then release. So I think the most dangerous is probably, I'd say, the rock hands. You have to be the most careful.
Yeah, because for some reason, like they can, like she can break out of your combo way further than like when she has the snake hands or the regular hands.
Mm, definitely.
I feel like the snake hands are more the easier part.
Yes. Yeah, I would say so as well. And when her arms are off, I think you have to hit her twice for her to spawn her arms again. So you can just do like a tap square shuriken cancel. So like I do here, square shuriken. And then yeah, she's pretty much dead.
And now you cut her head off and then she comes back.
Yeah.
That's
I
such a
love that
troll
cutscene.
moment, I feel like.
Yeah. And this running bit, so I'd recommend just use wind path on the heads there. It will save you a lot of trouble.
And that was day 4. I think you
That's it.
show you upgrade your staff to level 2 for the next day, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So staff, as long as you have Scythe level 2 and Luna level 2 and also the Void Nimpo, you're, in my opinion, pretty much set for ultimate.
Yeah. That was it. That was the day 4 walkthrough commentary with Chris himself. Um, next next video will be again my gameplay, and then we're gonna switch to Chris one more time. And I believe we have only like 2 more playthroughs from you, if I'm not mistaken. Like
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
the day 6 and then day 7, and then we pretty much are done with this dual commentary for Razor's Edge. Again, thank you, Chris, for being here. It's been an honor to doing this commentary with you.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks so much for having me, Aiden.
And let us all know what you enjoyed throughout these commentaries, which episode was your favorite, and if you learned something new from us. Again, if you want to check out Chris, there will be a link to his channel in the description or on the top of the right of the video. And we will most likely catch you in the next video. Alright, take care, everybody. Stay safe. Peace out.
See you guys.